The Carolina Panthers play their first preseason game tomorrow afternoon, 10 a.m. on my time, which is late morning? It doesn't matter. But in this short video, this is what I'm going to be looking forward to seeing the most. So strap in and prepare to hear me out. In 2021, the Carolina Panthers scored their lowest amount of touchdowns on offense since 2010. Scored 31 touchdowns last year in 2021 and scored just 17 in 2010. That led to 2 wins, drafting Cam Newton with the first pick, and Cam Newton scored about 35. He accounted for like 35 touchdowns. His rookie year, I think he threw for 21 and ran for 14. So yeah, you could tell the difference there. Also, they haven't had more touchdowns than interceptions since 2018. Also since Cam Newton. I've thrown this word around a lot in my videos. Just no innovativeness on offense at all. Even when they torched those last years of having Cam Newton, and last year in general when they had him for like those 6-7 games. But you just knew when they played, you just knew what was coming. Even if you're at home, you're someone who never played the game, coached the game, but you watched the game, you understand it. You knew exactly what the Panthers were going to call if you're watching them. So we could sit down and know what's coming. Of course, our opponents and the opponents, the coaches knows what's coming too from the Panthers. Dump it out to McCaffrey, some forced play on third down, or just something. You just knew what was coming. The interception was bound to happen because the defense could easily read whatever the Panthers were trying to cook up. So Saturday, I'm looking to see what Ben McAdoo has in store for this offense, what he's going to bring to the table on the field for the Carolina Panthers. And also, can these players execute whatever scheme he's cooking up? Can they execute? As of recording, the starting quarterback hasn't been announced, but when Baker is out there, we're going to need to see how he handles the football. I saw a report on how sloppy he was at FanFest last night, and now he's playing against an actual opponent, not to mention a guy who used to coach the Panthers, and that guy, Ron Rivera, is known for defense. And the Commanders have a great defense, the Washington Commanders. Ron Rivera also part of that 85 Bears team as a player. So, and that translated well into his coaching career. So this is going to be interesting to see. And, speaking of the Commanders front seven, that brings us to the offensive line. How much better have they gotten, our offensive line? They were really bad last year, and if you were as bad as they were, then, like I said yesterday, they have nowhere to go but up. They have nowhere to go but up. I believe the defense is going to be all-time. Of course, I still want them to ball out tomorrow and throughout the entire season, but I say that to just say I'm not really worried about them. It's just all about the offense holding up their end of the responsibility to take this team to places I think they have the potential to go, because, like I said, the defense is going to be great. We haven't seen innovativeness on this Carolina Panthers offense in quite some time, so that is the main focus. But, the offense is, I'm sure 100% of Carolina Panther fans are going to be mainly focusing on. But I still say let Baker Mayfield start. I still think you have to let Baker start. I think Rule if you held my feet to the fire right now, I think he'll go with Darnold just because Darnold has been in the offense longer, even though we know that Baker is catching up to him and things like that, but he has been in the offense longer. Can they both get the ball and drive it down? Can they both drive the ball down for touchdowns? You know, they get to that red zone. I don't want to see them settling for field goals. I want to see if they can punch the ball into the end zone. Can they do that when they're on the field, when they play the drive or drives that they're going to play? So that's what I'm going to be looking at because if the offense is going to be what it has been in years past, then I just think we need to prepare for another disastrous season, another long, miserable season. Again, I didn't want to make this video long at all, so I am going to get up out of here. I just wanted to give a quick update. Be sure to comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, what you're interested in seeing, anything in particular. How is your team doing on preseason? In preseason, if you're not a Panthers fan, I have been watching a couple of the games. So anyway, like, share, comment, subscribe, and keep pounding. When people see this, they're going to say, well, he really wasn't a nice guy. He may have been a tyrant. Well, that's because you never won anything. I wanted to win, but I wanted them to win and be a part of that as well. Look, I'm only doing this because it is who I am. That's the way I played the game. That was my mentality. And if you don't want to play that way, then don't play that way. Break.